Gladiators are ready!
So, oh bloody hell, I'll press the right button. Hello everybody, as you probably gathered, we're watching the Gladiators tonight, as they are away at the Oxford Cheetahs. And I'm joined as always by Mr. Dill. How are we doing on this Wednesday evening?
I can't believe you did that.
I can.
I knew it was coming and it still got me. Oh God. Yeah, not too bad much. We're back on Oxford TV as we usually are on a Wednesday evening, but I am really looking forward to watching Plymouth race for the first time this season for me.
Yeah, they're a different outfit at Plymouth this year, to be fair. I think I've watched them twice this year, and yeah, they've been all right. So
it's like you said to me earlier on. It's weird that Plymouth are genuinely a contender this year, and that's the way they're being looked at.
It's weird that Plymouth are decent,
Yeah,
and that hurts to say that.
They've built a very good team, haven't they? Shall we have a look at the two-team lineups then with 3 minutes till tape's up? If you want to cover the Cheetahs and I'll do the Gladiators, so I'll go first on this occasion. For the Plymouth Gladiators, they're led at number 1 by Danny King. Joe Thompson moves to number 2 in a little bit of a change up to their riding order. Arnze Gramek, new signing to come in place of the injured Anders Thompson, goes Tobias Thompson, not Anders Thompson. Too many Thompsons. Comes in at number 3. Ben Barker skippers at 4. Scott Nichols at 5. Daniel Kleemer at number 6, who started the season in some fine form. And Tom Spencer rides at number 7. You got a Gladiator to watch, Palmer?
Certainly have, and he's Ben Barker.
Oh, we've gone for the same rider.
We've probably gone for the same reasons. We don't know what we're going to get out of Ben Barker. Are we going to get the full committed Ben Barker that's going to put on a show, or are we going to get the Ben Barker that's going to total around at the back because he can't claim off in insurance? That's why he's my one to watch.
I don't think Ben Barker knows how to do anything but go full throttle. Even if he wanted to sandbag it, I don't think he's got it in him. He's a pure racer, and even the insurance thing, which he's persistent with, I don't think he's got it in him to toot all round. And he started the season really well.
There is that. Racing for the home team this evening, managed by Peter Schreck, is Sam Masters at number 1, Luke Killeen at number 2. Anders Rowe rides at number 3, with Mitch McDermott going at number 4. Nick Morris goes at number 5, with Darryl Richards at number 6. And Dale's got some wood at number 7. Have you got a man to watch, and why?
This is where I think we've differed. I've gone for Mitch McDermott. I think I know who you've gone for, and I've deliberately not gone for him. Mitch McDermott looked solid enough last week in his first meeting at home for Oxford, having missed the challenge match. He looked up to speed quickly enough, apart from a mechanical issue or two in there, but I think he looked solid, and that middle order is where it's going to be won or lost tonight, I think.
So I was going to go Mitch McDermott as well, but I'll change my mind. Don't worry, I'll go for Anders Rowe.
Oh, you've not gone through, I thought you would.
Did you think I was going for Dale Wood?
I did.
I nearly did, to be fair, but I'm expecting a maximum off him now. Anything less and it'll be disappointing. But no, I've gone for Anders. Yeah, he's still adapting to a new track. He started off quite slow last week, but I'm sure he will come good at some point. Maybe that's tonight. Who knows?
And there has been an update posted today about Connor Coles. Obviously, we mentioned the crash he had at Buxton the other day. Do you want to read out the update that's been posted today, Palmer?
Oh, give me a minute and I'll find it. Who put it out?
Buxton have put it out, yeah.
But Buxton Speedway, them bellends. Update on Connor Coles. The world of Speedway has been waiting for news on injured rider Connor Coles, who crashed at Buxton on Sunday and was airlifted to Stoke Hospital after extensive medical treatment. Come on, Dan, get your bloody words out, man. Connor suffered a head injury that saw the medics administer pain relief and place him in an induced coma before airlifting him. He has been slowly making slight improvements, but the current state of his brain injury is unknown. Kirsty would like to thank everybody for the messages and for everyone's kind thoughts.
And although it's a slight positive update, obviously it's still a very serious situation, and we continue to wish Connor well. He's a nice guy, got a lot of time for Connor Coles.
Yeah, he's a good lad. He was always pretty good with who was it when we had him at Scunny for 28 days. And yeah, he was decent enough. So, alt best, young Connor, if you're listening, and if you're not listening, alt at best.
The Gates coin toss has been done. Sam Masters won the toss and took Heat 15, and Ben Barker went for 1 and 3 in Heat 1 for Plymouth. Peter Shred going up and down the pitch, shaking his riders' hands. I do like that. You don't see that all too often. You know, he's going and giving his riders that last bit of encouragement. And there is, you know, we have a laugh and a joke about Oxford a lot, but there is a real sense of togetherness with this team.
There is. And that's what you need in a team, you know. Team spirit gives you points, ultimately. Bloody hell, don't get your words out! I'm just going to retire from talking now.
At least your cough's a little bit better, though.
About time, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a few days, weren't it? But at least you're on the mend. Good job. We got another one of these tomorrow, and another one Sunday.
Yeah, and I'll probably watch Edinburgh on Friday and Plymouth on Saturday.
Yes.
Plymouth, purely because it's on BSN.
Oh, is it?
Edinburgh. Yeah, Plymouth versus Glasgow's on BSN.
I may have to watch that. Whose Kevlars has Gramek got on? He's got an old set of Plymouth Kevies on.
Don't know where he is, mate, otherwise I'd be able to tell you.
He was just down having a chinwag with Ben Barker. Interesting that Gary May has opted to put Joe Thompson at number 2 and Gramek at 3. Joe Thompson has raced here a few times. He's a solid enough rider for Plymouth. It's a different kettle of fish, though, isn't it? It's facing Luke Killeen, who honestly doesn't probably himself know what he's going to do in a heat.
Yeah, for sure. To be fair, if I was Gary May, Klima and Gramek are on the exact same average. I'd have moved Klima up.
Possibly. Dreams froze much for me. Apologies about that. There were a few Discord issues. Hopefully it's now resolved. We're at tapes for Heat 1. Gate 1 in yellow, Joe Thompson. Gate 2 in blue is Luke Killeen. Gate 3 in red, Danny King. Gate 3 in white is Danny King. Gate 4 in red is Sam Masters. And we saw Sam and Ben Barker having a little bit of a giggle before the start. I think I'm reliably informed by you, Palmer, that they've both done an interview in the Speedway Star this week.
Yes, them two and Richard Lawson, arguably 3 of the most outspoken speedway riders in the history of British Speedway in the modern era, has had an interview about the insurance things.
Interestingly, 2 are captains of their respective club, and Richard Lawson doesn't need anyone to put 50 pence in him to say his part, does he? You know, he'll speak and people will listen. And when you've got riders like that, influential ones giving their say, then hopefully people will listen. We're on with Heat 1.
So Sam Ashton walks away for the opening race. The tapes fly up away. We go. It's a fairly even start there, but it's Joe Thompson that gets to that first serve first. And Danny King's joined him. It's currently the Plymouth Gladiators on a 5-1. Joe goes really wise. Masters like a knife going through what butter. Meat with the sandwich. And Sam Masters did briefly take the lead, but Danny King's back there up the inside there in front. And now Luke Colleen's trying to battle with Joe Thompson for that second position. And Danny King's just holding the right line here. The track's looking a little bit slick, a little bit similar to what it did last week, and Sam Masters tried to do his best Josh Pickering impression. Sam, mate, that was shit, but it's still the Gladiators on a 4-2 advantage as it stands, with Danny King extending his lead over Sam Masters in the second place, and Joe Thompson still there in third. We've got one lap then left to go of heat number 1, and the Gladiators are going to extend their aggregate lead by another couple of points as Danny King comes around to take a tapes to flag win in heat number 1.
Good ride there, good gate from Joe Thompson initially, and he went wide. Danny came tight. Sam Masters came straight through the middle of him, sent Joe out really wide into the deep stuff, but Danny pegged it to the inside and pulled away, and Joe did a good job to keep it ahead of Luke Killeen as well. Joe Thompson seems up for this season. He's going well. We noted the other night he's scoring really well for Leicester at the moment as well.
Yes.
Heat 1 was won by the rider in white, Danny King second in red, Sam Masters and third in yellow, Joe Thompson. 2 points to Oxford, 4 to Plymouth, and as Palmer said, that extends the aggregate lead to 34 points to 61.
Yes.
And
yes,
Paul,
it does.
Plymouth, they both begin with P. Plymouth need just 29 more points to take the aggregate point, and that could be absolutely crucial.
It could 100%. And talking to Plymouth, I'm just going to go back a minute to what I was saying before we had Discord issues when we was talking about how Plymouth have lined their team up tonight. Gramek and Klima are on the exact same average. I'd have moved Klima up to 2 and have all 3 and have Gramek at reserve, at least for the first meeting, because with them both being on bang on 4-point averages, you can switch them round.
You have to nominate one to go in the main, don't you? You can't keep swapping them to and fro. You have to.
No,
you have to nominate one.
No, you can keep swapping them now.
I wouldn't have done that. I think Klima's got the experience. I think at least early on as well, Klima's going to be the better rider at reserve, I think, and you want that strong reserve. Tom Spencer and Gramek, an inexperienced reserve and a not such a good reserve at the moment is a risk.
Tom Spencer's alright, don't know what you mean.
Heat number 2, gate 1 in red, Darryl Richings. Gate 2 in white, Daniel Klima. Gate 3 in blue is Dale Wood, and gate 4 in yellow, Tom Spencer. We have a vested interest in this one, being the social media masters behind Daniel Klima Racing. So we will be as impartial as possible, but we do want our riders, Klima and Ben Barker, to do particularly well.
So, without sounding too one-sided, come on, Klima. Not bothered about the rest.
Dale Wood was an absolute sensation last week, though, and if he performs like that again, it's going to be difficult for both of the Plymouth reserves.
Oh, he was fantastic, wasn't he? Yeah, it felt weird seeing Dale Wood on a paid max after 4 rides. So, heat number 2 then. Star Marshall walks away, the riders look at the magnets tapes, why away we go. Great gate there from Klima, but the 2 Oxford boys just kind of squeezed him out, and Klima had literally nowhere to go. He went to no man's land. Bloody cough. And now Tom Spencer's doing the same as I think the Reds have come on.
Yeah, Reds are on. Darryl Richings straightened up straight into Klima there and left him nowhere to go. Klima's down. I don't know whether he may be excluded for that, but this could be looked at as an unsatisfactory start.
Yeah, we're just looking back at the replay of the start now. That was a perfect start, that as well from
Darryl goes straight into him. So they
I know you're not a fan of this, but that's going to be all 4 back.
It could be, and I think it would rightfully be as well. Darryl goes straight into him.
That's the first turn all 4 back.
But the Reds did take a few seconds to come on. Klima looks like he's injured his hand.
Oh, bloody hell.
Now, the only way that's an all 4 back is if this is deemed an unsatisfactory start, and to be fair, nobody's moving or anything. That's not a rule as such, though, is it? The all four back is for the unsatisfactory start aspect of it.
No, you always have all fours if it's first bend. No, you don't agree with it. I don't agree with it.
But that's not an actual rule. All four back for a first bend isn't an actual rule. It's an unwritten rule.
But I can't be out read the rule book.
The actual rule is an unsatisfactory start. Klima, his bike's not out there. Has he been disqualified? All the Plymouth boys are out. There's a big togetherness with Plymouth as well this year, isn't there?
There is. It's what you need, a big togetherness make prizes. And
according to updates, it's all four back, and that is the correct call.
That's probably the right decision.
Darryl straightens up, which straightens Klima up, so it is the unofficial first bend bunching.
Why would you straighten up when you're going into a bend where you're meant to turn?
I think he got a bit of grip, but it was just a messy first bend, wasn't it?
Oh, it was certainly something.
I think Tom Spencer may have been breaking down as well when the Reds came on. He definitely straightened up, and you wouldn't have straightened up like that to go into the fourth bend fence if you were stopping for the Reds.
He didn't look under power, did he?
No. So,
in other words,
Plymouth...
in other news, my ankle's really swollen.
Oh, is it?
I don't know what I've done to it, and it's not the ankle that I messed up 18 months ago.
Sprained, sorry.
I don't know what I've done. It makes sense now as to why I've been walking funny. Sorry, I was just talking out loud and what's going on in my head.
Just having a good think out loud, eh?
Yeah. Well, we like to give these added features on Shoot Some Shale this year.
Yes, we got 7 people watching. Get in the comments for Phillag. Tell us what you've had for your tea. Tell us who you want to win. Tell us what you've done with for the day and how the weather's been for you. Dare I say it, looking at the weather, we've got a mini summer coming. We've got a few days of decent-ish weather, sun and about 20-degree temperatures. That's not too bad.
Yay!
It's a busy weekend of Speedway though, so hopefully there shouldn't be any rain-offs with the forecast we've got at the moment.
Beautiful weekend for Speedway, so we have stock cars instead. Excellent.
It's supposed to be nice next Friday if you've got a meeting then.
We've got Workington.
So the rerun of Heat 2, it was an all-four back call. Darryl Richings gate 1 in red, Daniel Klima gate 2 in white, Darryl gate 3 in blue, Tom Spencer gate 4 in yellow. Klima was holding his wrist when he got up though, so that'll be a concern for Plymouth if he has put up an injury, because he's been flying at reserve so far this year.
Yeah, he has. He's been going really well, particularly around the Coliseum, I think Plymouth is named this year.
Yes.
So, yeah, to see what happens, eh? But start Marston walks away for heat number 2, the rerun, and it's a fairly even start, but it's the 2 Oxford boys that get to the first turn first. Klima's been a little bit tentative there, but he's got past Tom Spencer. I nearly said Toby Griffithson, and I don't quite know why. Klima goes a little bit wide, but he looks quite uncomfortable on that third bend, but it's currently Dale Wood out in front with Darryl Richings there in second. They're not necessarily team riding this one home, but Klima's now starting to put a little bit of pressure on Darryl Richings. Dale with the Wood is showing his impressive form again here at Sandy Lane, but yeah, every time Klima seems to get close to Darryl Richings, Dazza just remembers twisty thing make bike go fast. Klima's tried absolutely bloody everything here in third to get around Darryl Richings, but I don't quite think it's going to work out. And Oxford are going to, after this one, they're going to shed a few points off that aggregate.
I think this may be Klima's first race at Oxford. He was injured last time when he signed for Plymouth and they came here, weren't he? So I think that may have been his first heat here.
I'll take your word for it, because I can't remember much about last year. I'm trying to forget about it.
He did look decent enough, did Klima, but Oxford were never really under pressure there. And with all due respect to these two, on paper, that's one of the very few Heat 2s where you'd think they will get a 5-1.
Yeah, 100%.
And as you said, Klima was tentative into the bends, but Oxford will take that, and it closes the gap a touch. The winner, it was the rider in blue, Dow Wood, second in red, Darryl Richings, and third in white, Daniel Klima. 5-1-2 Oxford, and it's now 39.62.
That sounds about right. Yeah. Both the Oxford boys just made a perfect start, really, didn't they? And that was about it.
Yeah, she's a touch dusty already. She's a touch dry, and she could do with a bit of H20 down.
It was exactly the same as it was last week, if you remember.
Yes, it was very dusty very early last week, weren't it?
Yes. There's some Australian supporters in the crowd.
Yes, there are. And here's our first chance to have a look at Andre Gramek.
Now, I rate him on the intercontinental scene. Be interesting to see how he gets on.
I thought there was a
on a
book coming
warm
there.
Wednesday. See how he gets on a warm Wednesday at
Oxfordshire.
Oxford. I think they're his own Kevlars, you know, with a race jacket on top.
That's a Plymouth suit. That's an old Plymouth suit. We'll have a closer look at that when it.
If we go in the pits.
Yes. Heat number 3. Gate 1 in white, Andre Gramek. Gate 2 in blue, our rider to watch, Mitch McDermott, or mine. I don't know if it was yours, can't remember. Ben Barker goes off gate 3 in yellow, our rider to watch. We both had him. And Anders Rowe goes off gate 4 in red. Ben Barker's off the favoured gate. Both of the first 2 heats have been won off gate 3.
Well, I mean, I did have Mitch McDermott, but I chose Sanders instead.
So we've both got a rider to watch in this. So we've both got Barker, I've got Mitch, you've got Anders. Poor Gramek, the only one we're not watching.
Gramek's going to go out and win this now, isn't he?
Possibly. Could they be Tobias's Kevlars for this year, maybe? Or could it be...
Oh, no, it's got the Super 7, so it's one of last year's. When they zoom in, it's easier to tell a little bit. Might be Barker's.
But we'll have a look when they come round.
So, heat number 3 then. The start marshal does the YMCA to walk away. And the tapes fly away we go. He's made a good start as Andre Gramek. He's got the first turn first, but Anders Rowe blasted himself right round the outside there. And he's already got half a bike, or 2.5 bike lengths lead now over Andre Gramek. Gramek going right round the outside now to try and do any damage on Anders Rowe. But if anything now, Mitch McDermott is not a million miles off Gramek, and Ben Barker, probably surprisingly, at the rear of the field at the minute. And now McDermott looking to go round the outside of Gramek. Gramek shuts the door beautifully, and now Ben Barker's pulling wheelies at the back, and now Mitch McDermott right underneath. Gramek goes down, and that was a little bit untidy from Mitch McDermott. And
Reds
if this
are on.
race is to be stopped,
Reds are on. For me, McDermott goes. I think you're right. I think he goes for that. We'll wait and see, but it's very rare me and you agree on something. We both agree on that one, I think.
It's very rare these days.
Let's have a look, see if we can see a replay. Here's the replay. There is a gap there, but although he's turning in, he runs him up and then he cleans his line as well. Yeah, Mitch goes for me for that. And then Mitch is out of control himself as well, so I think that doesn't help his case. I do think McDermott will be disqualified for that one. Referee for the meeting's Gary Allen. He's known to make a dodgy decision or two.
So apparently, our Winnie, not Legend Winnie, Knobhead Winnie, got a shout out. Because I mate a man called Dan's watching, so I've just got to reply. Did he say Gladiators ready?
Ah! Peter Schreck looks a little bit annoyed, so I think McDermott may have been disqualified here.
It was the only decision.
I'm not 100% sure though. Peter Schreck didn't look happy then, and he walked off towards where the pit phone is. For me,
Peter Schreck's never happy.
You are right. I think he's now going to the phone as well. It's the right call if he's been thrown out.
So we've got a replay here. There was a gap.
But if he doesn't do that, it's that there where he goes straight in front of him and takes his wheel.
Contact.
Yeah, if he doesn't do that, he doesn't come down. So McDermott is the cause of the stoppage.
100%. It's the only decision to make.
I think that's been awarded. Nick Morris is coming out. Surely not. They're only just entering lap 3.
We're all very confused here.
Even Updates
sexually and watching the speedway.
Updates doesn't even know what's going on. Race stop, Grummick down, bend 2, lap 3. We were into lap 3, so it can be awarded. Anders Rowe had the race wrapped up, to be fair, but we'll wait for the result on that one. So it is a win off gate 4, and Anders Rowe wins it. Ben Barker will probably get 3rd.
They've awarded it a 5-1.
I don't know how that's a 5-1. I don't know how he's not been disqualified. He caused that stoppage. But, maybe Gary Allen is an Oxford fan.
That's a bad decision.
He's got it wrong, ain't he?
What has Peter Schreck said to Gary Allen?
It's the wrong call. The ref's got it wrong. He shit the bed and called it wrong.
I wouldn't recommend shitting the bed. It makes your bedroom smell.
Yes. Well, we know someone who's not getting a 9 out of 10 for refereeing tonight, because that's a shocking call.
Oh, he's gone from about a 9 for the decision in Heat 2 to a 1 for that decision in Heat 3.
It's a bad call, ain't it? It's just a bad call. Daniel Klima replaces Tom Spencer in yellow in this one. A very shrewd guest booking as well for Oxford with Nick Morris, and Scott Nicholls looking to bounce back after a bad meeting at Bellevue on Monday, which we watched.
Yes, it's not like the Oxford promoter who's also the promoter at Berwick now, is it?
Nah, it's true. Heat 4 reserve change off gate 1 in yellow. Daniel Klima comes in for Tom Spencer. Gate 2 in blue is Dale Wood. Gate 3 in white, Scott Nicholls. Gate 4 in red, Nick Morris. If Dale Wood gates, which he has been doing this season, Daniel Klima could be in for another difficult ride here.
Yes, he could.
Just because he'll get trapped down low on the inside, and Dale Wood has really improved his gating this season, ain't he?
Oh, massively. This is a different Dale Wood to what we saw in the
Aussie Series.
That.
Yes, it is.
And Dale Wood's got 2 meetings at the weekend, guested for working today. We're away to Berwick.
Busy boy.
So the tapes fly up then for heat number 4. I don't know what the bloody old Scotty Nicholls are doing, but Dale Wood's already got there, and Nick Morris is joining him round the outside here. Cleeman's there in third with Scott Nicholls, a track specialist here at Sandy Lane at the back as it stands. Cleeman now looking to come up the inside here with Dale Wood. He's done that beautiful. What a move there from Daniel Cleeman. Very surprising to see Scott Nicholls at the rear of the field here on a track that he knows so well. And if anything now, Daniel Cleeman's catching up to Nick Morris. And one for Morris, and Cleeman up the inside. What a move! Wow, fantastic move there from Daniel Cleeman. Now what can Morris do as he looks to come back round the outside? Cleeman just shuts the door beautifully, and Morris, that's very untidy third and fourth turn. That
got him back round there.
Morris looks like he's got him back. This is one fantastic Peter Speedway. This Scott Nicholls is still at the back because he's old and ragged and shit. But yeah, fantastic ride here between these two at the front, and now Scotty Nicholls is going right round the outside to see if he can clinch third place, and he's not done it. That was a fantastic race. That
great race between Klima and Morris. Hopefully a bit of acknowledgement. That was brilliant. They passed and repassed. It was fair racing. There is an acknowledgement. Good race that. And Klima took one race to get used to the track, and he has. Didn't win it, but a good battle.
Yeah. Brilliant race there between them two.
Scott Nicholls
getting concerning.
Uncharacteristically at the back, Heat number 4 was won by the guest in red, Nick Morris, second in yellow, Daniel Klima, and third in blue, Dale Wood. 4 points to Oxford, 2 to Plymouth, and it's now 16 points to 8, or 48-65 on aggregate, so that gap is coming down a touch.
It's starting to, isn't it?
Klima missed the gate as well.
If Oxford are to get this aggregate point, which at the minute it looks very much like it could happen, they've got Gary Allen to thank to that.
Good pass by Klima there on the inside of Dale Wood. Got himself stuck in that place where he likes to call no man's land. Was finding speed on the inside line, weren't he, when Nick was running up a little bit wider.
Yes.
Winchester has said the Scott Nichols from Monday has arrived. Yeah, it wasn't. I can understand the one at Bellevue because he doesn't like the track. He's been very vocal in saying that he doesn't like the National Stadium track, but he knows his way around here, and he wasn't anywhere near in that race.
No, I was going to say, he spent 3 years here, and yeah, to see somebody that knows the track. Scott Nichols is like Josh Hawty round Scunny.
Yes.
He's done a lot of laps, and so yeah, it's rather surprising to see him bring up the rear there.
Sam Masters goes coat on still. It must be cold in Oxford. It's not got 13 degrees here at the moment, which for 8 o'clock at night isn't a bad temperature,
Well, Laura's hair is blowing about in the wind, as you can see, so it's a little bit windy.
Yeah. But a really good race there, and some people have been speaking about how Oxford's always gate and go. That was a good little battle there between Nick and Klima.
It was, to be fair. I mean, last week's meeting was a little bit gatey and goey, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
But yeah, this is a much improved meeting.
Anyone that likes to keep up with gate statistics, gates 3 and 4 are the places to be early on. 2 wins apiece.
Like that.
Not bad at all. Now, where do you play your tactical move? Because he's Plymouth for 6 down now. I'd probably play it early if I was. Yeah.
I would say in this one, but who'd you bring in for Joe?
The Speedway Updates has now updated. Not sure what Gramek was expected to do there, but ref has excluded him. I think we both echo that.
We both said, yeah, 100%.
I don't know how he's gone. Is that Paul Hurry on the spanners for Scotty?
It certainly is.
Scotty's team manager tomorrow night, spanner man tonight.
Right, zoom in now. We want to see whose suit is. Oh, it's Lassie Fredrickson's from Mastro.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out the letters and put it together for a name.
Yeah. I just saw a K and an E. I thought, well, yeah, it's the only one that made sense.
Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be Kyle Howard.
Or it could be Barker, which has a K and an E in it.
That is true, it could have been.
The one that you said the first time. He's wearing somebody's suit from last year.
Yes. You should just take the race jacket off and they can go, with a naked Kevlar.
Yes.
Again.
Although I must admit, I enjoyed the blank front more than the massive sponsor on the front.
Oh, that was... I think they should have the race jackets back that they had at the pairs that had sponsors needed on them.
Yes.
Bring them back.
And Nick Morris now obviously started the season late last season, first full season back for a couple. Been busy, been scoring well as well.
He's been doing really well, to be fair. So fair play to him for getting himself sorted out.
Am I right in thinking Berwick haven't got a meeting this weekend?
They've got 2. They're home and away to Workington.
2. He's a busy boy then. Guesting tonight, riding for Leicester tomorrow against Sheffield. and then the weekend home and away to work. Of course, that because we were going to watch Workington, and we will have updates of Workington versus Berwick actually, whilst we're doing the watch along to the Oxford Chargers versus the Middlesbrough Tigers.
It's one of them meetings where it's almost a shame Workington are starting at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, because I'd have absolutely done that, but we have a more of a vested interest in the Middlesbrough Tigers meeting with the Piper boys.
Yeah.
And Ablett for you, for Scunny as well, like representing.
Represented the shithousery club.
And bit of a delay. Hopefully they're putting a little bit of water down. I don't think they are. They should be. It's really dusty. Sandy Lane is. Oh, they are.
They are putting a bit of H20 down.
Sandy Lane is appropriate at the moment because it's like being in the Sahara fucking desert.
Yeah, I can't wait to be in the Sahara Desert in a couple of weeks. I mean, Pool Beach. So if anybody is going down to Poole versus Glasgow and you're very fortunate enough to bump into me giving Glasgow a load of shit, please feel free to purchase me a beverage because I will be very appreciative of it.
Or if you're going to Berwick, Middlesbrough, Redcar, that's the one. Redcar versus Scunthorpe, we'll be there then as well.
That we will. I don't know yet, I may even go to Redcar versus Poole on the 8th.
8th of May?
Yes.
Laura having a chinwag with Gary. It's a good job he's got his name written on his coat so we know it's Gary. Have you ever watched Only Fools and Horses?
What's the price?
Immigrant they bring in called Gary, the guy he's in Trigger Point now actually as one of the bomb disposal experts, but in Only Fools and Horses he plays an immigrant that doesn't speak a word of English and can only say his name, which is Gary, but it's not, but it is because that's what they call him.
Jesus.
Funny.
Sometimes.
Search out on YouTube if you get a minute, Only Fools and Horses Gary. He literally sits there going, Gary! And that's it, 'cause that's all he can say in English. And now is the guy in Trigger Point, which is also a brilliant programme. The shit we talk about for filler, because we're probably going to end up going on a break and they'll start again, so we're not going on a break. They probably won't start again yet.
No, probably not. Who knows?
But nice busy week for us this week after a quiet one last week.
Yes, it is. So yeah, I apologise for being poorly last week.
There wasn't a lot of Speedway on generally anyway.
No, there wasn't, to be fair.
Streaming wise anyway. So, it wasn't the end of the world.
Yes.
Oh, we watched the Oxford meeting between ourselves last week, didn't we?
That we did, sir.
Yeah, these meetings are all stacking up. At the minute, I've literally got one meeting in the calendar to physically attend, and it's that Redcar and Scunny meeting we're doing.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's difficult when the clubs locally are gone. Like, it's an hour and a half to travel to my nearest track. Like, that's like going to an away meeting. That's not much more than it takes you to get to Redcar from Scunny.
About 2.5 hours on the train, or if you're driving, you could do it in an hour and 15.
Good looking race this. Danny King looked decent in Heat 1, but Heat 1 was about half hour ago, give or take, so the track has changed. I'll stand by Mitch McDermott, I think, was lucky to have kept his second place in Heat 3. But he's Eddie Landers Rowe, who got a 5-1, and Joe Thompson was there or thereabouts as well, so it could be a good race this.
It could very well be. We'll soon find out.
And hopefully all of Oxford's off-the-track troubles are now starting to be resolved. Obviously they have no real impact over what happens with the dogs, but it's good to see that they only had to postpone one meeting, ironically this one.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Heat number 5, gate 1 in red, Anders Rowe, gate 2 in yellow, Joe Thompson, those two are on the bad gates. Gate 3 in blue, Mitch McDermott, gate 4 in white, Danny King.
That it is. Heat number 5 then. 4, 5,
5.
6, 7.
I don't understand that. That's when you know you're getting old. I don't understand the 6-7 thing.
Neither do I. I'm just trying to get down with the youths of today. I'm not Richard Lawson, don't worry. I have a lot less hair.
Yeah, he's had it cut now though, ain't he? He's rocking the shorter haircut, and we'll be watching Richard Lawson tomorrow evening.
He looks a little bit like my nan.
He looks like I've said this for years, but he looks like Danny from the script, the singer from the script. But we're watching him tomorrow and the rest of the Ipswich team against Northampton, who put in a good shift the other night at Kings Lynn.
A very respectable performance, wasn't it, from Northampton at the Adrian Flux Arena on
Monday.
Then, when you're getting old like me, you forget what day is which. As the tapes fly for heat number 5, it's a fairly even start there, and Anders Rose got there first, and Mitch McDermott just blasted right round the outside of him. The Oxford boys are on a 5-1. Mitch McDermott very, very impressive there in that one, and Danny King and Joe Thompson's got literally zero answer to the Oxford Cheetahs here, although Danny King now looking to go high, wide and handsome, but Anders just holds it right around the inside, and Danny King's done him now around the outside. Now what could Joe Thompson do? He's well adrift at the rear of the field, and now there's almost a coming together with Anders and Danny King, but Danny King just about hold on to that second place. Anders looking towards the inside. Danny's got some grip on the outside. Mitch McDermott's the winner of this one. There's no two questions about that, unless there's any slip strips, falls, and mechanical failures in the last lap. But yeah, the big battle is for second place now, and Anders is really struggling around that first bend. He looks quite uncomfortable, which is quite weird, but yeah, a superb ride from Mitch McDermott to go and take the win in that one.
Yes, very good ride from Mitch, and again, Gate 3 proves to be the winner, although Anders did get away early on. The line has done what Oxford notoriously does, the first block of heat it's down low. After the first track grade it generally moves out a bit, and so it proved there with Rich McDermott flying around everyone exiting 2 and Danny King doing Anders Rowe a lap later on the same line.
And he's good at wheelies.
I don't know how they've put water on the track though, and it's more dusty than it was in the first 4.
Heat.
But it's not that hot, some of them have got coats on. 5 was won by the rider in blue, Mitch McDermott, second in white, Danny King, third in red, Anders Rowe. 19-11 the score now, 8 point the gap.
2010.
2010. Oh yeah, it was 4-2, wasn't it? So 10 points the gap now, and Plymouth just need to steady this ship a little bit, otherwise that aggregate's going to go very quickly.
Yes it is. I mean, it's down to what, 15 now?
I don't think you play a tactical substitute against Sam Masters, to be honest. Maybe 7 against Morris and Richings with Barker. Maybe put Danny King in. Harsh on Gramek, but it's probably the play. You need to do it early to stop this gap opening any wider. And I don't think you play 100%. It against. I just don't think you play it against Sam Masters, and they're not. Tom Spencer's there, and Tom Spencer's coming in for Daniel Klima in this one with Scott Nichols. This could be a disaster if Scott's as off it as he was in the first race of his. Senna looks like he's ready for bed.
He's not the only one.
Busy day.
Oh yes.
Even though you had a flyer. Sort of.
Yes, I've been very busy. Yes. Do you not know I didn't have a dinner break today?
And that's why you awarded yourself a flyer?
Yes. Whether management liked it or not.
Yes. Are these Scott's waiting for his bike? It's not with him at the moment. Now it is, sort of, half with him. They were making some big changes to that after his first race, so this is a shit or bust ride kind of thing, and it's either going to work or it's not.
Yeah. I wonder how much time he's got left on the clock.
It's going to be short, although they were sat on the track for a few minutes, about a minute or so before the 2 minutes went on. It's going to be ticking down now, 1 minute 8 seconds.
A minute?
Yeah. Needs to get a move on, does old Scotty.
Come on, Scotty pal, we aren't got all day.
He's had a bit of a mare the last few days, and he was crap on Monday at Bellevue. He went to the wrong hospital yesterday for an MRI, and now today he's going to be 2 minutes down because he's not even out of the pitch yet, and he's got 48 seconds to go. He's going to be disqualified. Gary May's just been told how long he's got, and he's told Scott he's not going to make it. He's not going to be at the start and ready to go when the 2 minutes expires.
Get Klima ready.
The lineup for each
six. I don't know if he can.
Scott Nichols, Sam Masters, Tom Spencer, Luke Killeen, but I don't think Scott's going to make it.
I don't think Klima will be able to come in either.
He's already been taken out, isn't he? So he can't come. I don't know if he's not going to make it. He's not even moved.
He's not making this.
No, but it's 10 seconds. There's no chance. You could strap a rocket to him. He ain't going to get here. So this will be an exclusion. He's moving now. It's too late, pal. You're not going to make it. It's too late. Reds are going to come on. He's off across the centre green. You're not allowed to do that either.
You can do that now.
Has he been brought back in? Yeah, he's not made it. 2 minutes is expired. You're not in time, pal. You're out. A waste of time. You used to get excluded for going on the grass, didn't you? That was in for a while.
Yeah, I think they've took it out now. Oh, somebody did it at Scunny the other day.
I think this is going to be 3 only. I don't know if the rule it is Klima could come in to replace Scott, but couldn't come in if Spencer was excluded. But I'm sure you're right. I think if a rider's replaced, he's not allowed to then be brought back in.
No.
This should be the easiest 5-1 Oxford will ever get.
But if you're a Plymouth fan, look at the bright side.
Klima's
Tom Spencer is probably going to get a point.
Klima can't be getting ready. You're not allowed to bring a reserve. Is he going to go? Oh, he's going to maybe go off 15. I think you can put him off 15. That's the only option they've got.
Like Scotty.
It's classed as a 2 minute ain't it? So he could go off 15.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I've forgotten how to read the rule book. There's too many pages.
Tom Spencer.
I look at the front.
You look at the pictures.
I look at the front cover because there's a picture on there, and then I bin it and burn it.
Tom Spencer will now vacate gate 3 and go to gate 1. Scott Nichols will go off 15 metres off gate 3.
British Speedway.
Tom Spencer's just spent the last 2.5 minutes preparing gate 3, and now he's got to leave it.
And he's got about 10 seconds to prepare gate 1. Excellent.
To be fair, with Luke Killeen in this race, he's erratic. And I don't mean that as an offensive thing. He's erratic. So Scott Nichols could make up that ground. And you don't go to gate 4, mate. You go on gate 3.
Oh,
why is he out there?
God.
He's supposed to be on gate 3. When you're on 3 and 4, it used to be just 4, didn't it? It used to vacate. If you had 1 and 3, you'd go to 2 and 4. But now it's off 3 or 4, the outside gate.
Marshall put some chalk down.
This is just a guess, ain't it? This.
So the tapes rise at 4 heat number 6 finally, and to the surprise of nobody, Sam Masters has got there first, and Luke Colleen's got round Tom Spencer, and it's Oxford on a 5-1, and Luke Colleen now has got round Sam Masters. But Luke Killeen doesn't look very tidy, so we might have the traditional Luke Killeen fall off, because it happens at least once a meeting at Oxford here. But Killeen has the lead as it stands at the minute. Sam Masters there in second. Tom Spencer is in third with Scott Nichols again at the back. And they're going to extend this to a 14-point lead on the night, and they're going to knock a few more points off the aggregate. And if anything now, Scott Nichols looks like he's about to go around the outside of Tom Spencer. Poor Tom Spencer isn't even going to be able to score a point in this one, is he? That track looks worse than Scunny on an amateur day. As we head to the last lap. And Luke Killeen absolutely flying out in front. Sam Masters is in second. Tom Spencer still in third. And that is the easiest 5-1 anybody will ever have. The track's slicker than Scuddy on an amateur day. It needs a little bit of dirt. It needs a hell of a lot of bloody water on it. Jesus.
Not ideal, that is it. Not ideal at all. Plymouth are bottling the points. That they did really well to win by what they did, but they're bottling this, and they're bottling it in spectacular fashion.
They are.
The result of heat number 6 was won by the rider in blue, Luke Killeen, second in red, Sam Masters, and third in yellow, Tom Spencer. That's one where I think Gary May will have regretted his decision to replace Klima.
Yes.
I know he kind of had to, but Scott Nicholls is on 0-0, so from 5 outings across Monday and tonight so far, he's got sod all.
Yeah. A bit shit when you're getting paid per point.
Yes. Good ride from Luke Killeen though, looked a bit untidy at points, but Sam just let him go. It will do his confidence the world of good, and still gates 3 and 4 are the place to be.
Yes.
There's no tactical in this one. Gramecki's keeping his spot with Ben Barker against Nick Morris and Darryl Richings. I'd have probably thrown Danny King in here. I'd have wanted to close this gap a little bit, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%.
I'd expect Klima will come in 8 to replace Spencer. You could say 9. They'll play a tactical and put King in for Klima, but Nicholls is doing sod all, so...
Yeah.
Ben Barker's off the, well, one of the favoured gates this time though. Darryl Richings is off the other. Nick Morris looks stylish enough in his first one. Good bit of battling to battle past Klima, so he could make gate 1 work, but 1 and 2 are not doing anything at the moment.
And Anze Gramek just wants to finish a race.
Yes, he was doing well in that one before we got excluded unfairly, in our opinion.
100%. No way he should have gone for that.
There's a blue groove again. We had this last week, but it was earlier than this last week when it came.
It was indeed.
Heat 7, gate 1 in red, Nick Morris, winner first time out. Gate 2 in white, Anze Gramek. Gate 3 in blue, Darryl Richings, paid win in heat 2. Gate 4 in yellow, Ben Barker on the wrong end of a 5-1 in his opening race. So it's a pairing that got a 5-1 versus a, well, who have got 5-1s with their respective first heats versus a pairing that got 5-1'd in their first heat.
Be interesting to see what happens.
We will have a quick breather after this because I need a wee.
Yes. I'm sure they'll, like, bring a tractor out after this one anyway. So, heat number 7. The tapes fly away we go. It's a brilliant start off the inside there from Sam Masters, and now Ben Parker blasted right up the inside there, and now Darryl Richards looking to come underneath the inside there of Anze Gramek for third, and there's a big battle at the back as Richards now just about gets through Gramek, and now Gramek at the back. That this is a 3-all, and this is the best result for Plymouth of the evening so far, as Ben Barker's just out there chilling out in front, hoping that the insurance people, he doesn't have to ring the insurance people.
Gramek's going to do him.
Now up the back, not quite, as Richards really just shuts the door on Anze Gramek, and yeah, Gramek looking down at his motorcycle as if to say something's not right here, pal. As we enter the final lap then of heat number 7, and Ben Barker's going to take Plymouth's second heat winner of the afternoon. I forgot they had a 4-2 in heat 1, not going to lie, but yeah, it's a stylish win there for Ben Barker in heat number 7.
This track needs a lot of water, Jesus. Good ride from Barker, made the trap, went skywards, but Nick Morris went straight up for the wide line and Barker cut straight back, and as someone I know would say, it was like a knife through hot butter.
Wonder who that is. He sounds like a right dickhead.
And we go back to the point we made earlier. That should have probably been where the tactical was played.
Yes. I don't think Kingy would have come last there.
No, definitely not. And Barker streaked away from the two Oxford boys, didn't he? But it steadies the ship, and that's better than another heat advantage to the home team. It was won by the rider in yellow, Ben Barker, second in red, Nick Morris, and third in blue, Darryl Richings, 3 apiece, and we're going to take a quick breather.
Right, we're back on, so I'm going to ask the important question. What did you have for your tea?
Oh, what did I have tonight? We had Albert Bartlett frozen chips with sweet corn and sweet and sour sauce that I had left over from the Chinese the other night.
That sounds absolutely splendid. I had Chinese.
Oh, like the actual Chinese tonight. You had a takeaway?
Not quite.
Oh.
I just texted my sister back because she just tried to rung me. Just give me a second.
Palmer can't multitask. It's a Palmer thing, ain't it, that?
Yes. So, apologies. I had Chinese pork and chips.
Nice.
And then I had churros for pudding.
Oh, the TGI Fridays frozen ones from Iceland.
Yes.
Bloody beautiful they are.
I defrosted them when I was doing my tea, so they only took like 5-10 minutes in the air fryer. And it's the box that I had 9, but I had 11. Even better.
They put a couple of extra in.
Yes.
When I had them though, there was 10. I think it's supposed to be just 9. And I'm sure I had 10 because I had mine in 2 portions, and there was obviously 5 in each portion. So whoever's boxing them up just can't count.
I just had all 11 at once. Because FLM.
Barker's being interviewed now on the stream. We can imagine he's rabbiting on about this insurance thing, and he's got a point. Like we've not really said anything because it doesn't impact us as such, but he does have he's fighting for riders to get the cover they deserve, but he is going to get himself into some hot water with, he put a post out last night almost blackmailing somebody to get in touch with him, or he's going to release everything he knows so far, and that could be damaging, and the fact that he's trying to hold off on releasing it would suggest it is damaging.
I mean, as an SCB licensed official, I'm not siding with anybody. It's not my duty to get involved with. However, insurances, especially for dangerous motorsports, nobody's going to insure you now. You have to be with like specialised companies for that. And when you're riding on an ACU licence, you are insured, which is why the ACU licence cost has gone up. And each rider will have a licence with their national federation. So, like, I don't know, Luke Killeen, no, he won't be. He'll be on an ACU because he pretends to be British. Nick Morris, he'll be on like a motorcycle in Australia licence, and there'll be an Australian insurance company that sorts them out, etc., etc. You get the picture. So it's just, he's right in what he's saying to an extent, but he's wrong because it's not the BSPL that's providing insurance anymore. It's the ACU. It's the governing body of motorsport, and it's not just speedway that this is affecting. This is all motorsports now, basically.
You are right. The issue with that is Ben's not moaning about the level of cover, is he? He's moaning and complaining and stuff about the fact it's all kind of been swept under the rug. I'd imagine it was the small print within their contracts for this year. Yeah,
it's been in the contract.
It will be. It won't be in the biggest print. It won't have flashing lights on it or anything like that. It will be subtly hidden somewhere in there.
You've just actually, rather than just straight up signing your contract, you've just got to actually read through it. So, whilst Vatra, if you want to take my licence off me, fuck it. Whilst I somewhat agree with Ben, A, I don't quite think he understands all the ins and outs of it, and B, he's definitely going about it the wrong way if he wants to keep his job as a speedway rider.
Yeah, they'll ban him if he carries on like it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't, because if he keeps his mouth shut, he's going against his principles, so he's going to want to keep pushing, you know, for what he believes is the right fight and what he's fighting for. But on the flip side of that, you've got to be careful not to get yourself in hot bother and banned or blackballed or whatever by the powers that be. But I respect the fact he's sticky to his guns, and I just think he's going about it the wrong way. As expected, Daniel Klima comes in yellow in Heat 8.
Yeah, he could definitely be going about this a little bit better.
Some of the fathers of younger riders, your boss being the prime suspect or prime person I've seen so far, have gone and insured. You know, Andy's gone and got Luke insurance to cover him, and it's a parent thing, ain't it? Fathers of younger riders will do that just to protect their, 'cause it's their kid, ain't it? And Andy posted the other day, didn't he, that he'd gone and got Luke insurance and posted out where he got it from, so other people could follow suit, and other people are doing that.
I think all the Scunny lads have gone to that. 'Cause I know Tofty posted about that same company as well, didn't they? And in fact, they put an advert out actually only the other day, specifically for Speedway and Motorsport insurance.
It's worked out nicely for people like that company, the insurance companies, ain't it? I know Ipswich have insured all their riders. Red Car have followed suit and insured all their riders as well. Jordan Jenkins posted the other day.
As they should. I mean, don't get me wrong, Speedway isn't a full-time job, but it's one of them. They're riding for ultimately a company as their second job. They should get, like, you wouldn't go to work if your boss said, yeah, come work for us, we've got this. Oh yeah, but you've got no accident cover or anything if anything was to happen.
We're on to 8, not 3, 8. Darwood goes off gate 1 in blue. Daniel Klima goes off gate 2 in yellow. Luke Killeen gate 3 in red. Joe Thompson gate 4 in white. We'll come back to the insurance topic in a minute. It's a bit of filler, ain't it, between this one and the next one?
Yes, it is.
We've got 5 people watching. If you are watching, get in the comments. Give us something to talk about. Talk with us. Give us your thoughts. Tell us what you have for your tea. If you like cornettos, what your thoughts are on the insurance thing. What your thoughts are on this meeting. What your thoughts are on us. Unless it's mean, and then keep it to yourself, or Dan will cry.
Or just talk if you've got insurance at work.
Luke Killeen had a good win last time out, and look at that aggregate lead. It's down to 11 points in Plymouth's favour.
It's gone down from 25 to 11. That's got to be concerning for Plymouth.
That's 2 5-1s to Oxford, and they're back level.
Literally.
Big race, this. Big race.
Mahoosive, some may say. So, Start Marshall walks away then for heat number 8. Good tapes. Fly away we go. Joe Thompson made a good start there, but both the Oxford boys have got there, and so has Daniel Klima and Joe Thompson, and Luke Colleen's gone to the back. Dale Wood currently there out in front now. What could the two Gladiators do? As Klima goes really wide there, and they've left a big gap up the inside there, but Luke Colleen can't quite make it. And this is going to be a free all if it stays like this. But Colleen now up the inside there with Joe Thompson. Joe goes wide. What could Colleen do? Has he done him? He's done them both. What a ride from Luke Colleen there. And this is just adding to Plymouth's agony here tonight. But if anything now, Luke Colleen's gone, and he's left the two Plymouth boys virtually for dust. Well, they've left it for dust. It's that bloody dusty here. It's unreal, but yeah, a brilliant ride there from Luke Colleen, and Plymouth have got to be asking themselves, what the bloody hell have they done this evening? Dale Wood's impressive run of form continues.
That was a strange one, because if you watch Luke Killeen, when he passed them both, he looks across at Klima and still goes straight across in front of him. I would class that as a desperate move, but it paid off. Klima had to shut off, and that screwed his race up, but that lead is now down to 7. And heat number 9, they've got Scott Nichols out, and he's done absolutely nothing tonight, so this could be all back on again. But they've They've had a couple of decisions go against them, but ultimately Plymouth are bottling this as well. They're not doing good enough, are they?
No.
Result of heat number 8 was won by the rider in blue, Dale Wood, and he was bloody miles clear. Second in red, Luke Killeen, and third in white, Joe Thompson.
So yeah, I think that's what 33-15 now. This is almost like watching Scuddy away from home.
This is a monumental bottle job. Joe and Klima raced each other for the first 2 laps, which kept Luke Killeen involved. Joe Thompson was trying to get past Klima rather than just sitting in to protect the heat, and in the end it screwed both of them.
Yeah, massively.
Look at Killeen here, looks straight across Klima and still tries to take his front wheel out.
Killeen's going to kill himself one of these days. And
Or
if he don't kill
somebody
himself,
else.
he'll kill somebody else.
Yeah, he's dangerous. He's a dangerous rider. He's desperate
Or he'll
move,
take
that.
3 out in 1.
Yes. Dominoes. He was a desperate move, that.
That almost, I think
That's
might
Danny
be
King.
Danny King in
Danny
yellow.
King in with... he's clear.
Scotty.
They're holding this. Is Klima going to retain or going for Scotty, or is Scott going to retain his spot?
I'm going to say,
Oh, Scott's
Klima's already
there.
programmed in this one.
Scott's there. Danny's replacing Klima. This is the pair I would have done it against, but Scott Nichols needs to come to the party.
He does, but he says he's a bit too ultra parties these days.
Yes, and that was the first win, not off gate 3 or 4. Gate 1 there worked for Dale. And we are genuinely sitting having a conversation at the fact Dale Wood is making himself a solidified, recognised championship reserve this season so far. I know it's mainly at home, but you know, if he goes away and does the same sort of thing, and he was decent enough at Plymouth, I think, from what you were saying.
I can't remember much about that meeting, to be fair.
He slept since
Other
then.
than, yes, quite a bit.
Let's have a look what he scored when they were at Plymouth. Plymouth versus Oxford. We only got 2. I'll take that back. He got more than Darryl, but he did only get 2. That was the meeting. Klima got paid 17.
It was.
But yeah, he's good at home. There will be a thing now where we see how he gets on the weekend with those 2 guest bookings. Heat 9, Mitch McDermott, gate 1 in blue, unbeaten by an opponent so far. Scott Nichols, gate 2 in white, not beat anybody so far, opponent or teammate. Gate 3 in red is Anders Rowe, gate 4 in yellow, tactical substitute, Danny King. And Danny is off the favoured gate, but he needs Scotty there with him.
Yes. So tapes rising, and away we go for heat number 9, and it is Scott Nichols that gets that first serve first, with the 2 Oxford boys in second and third, and now Anders blasting himself right round the outside there of Scotty. And now what can Danny King do? Is he's looking to blast himself right round the outside there of Mitch McDermott. McDermott said, "You're not coming through B, pal," and he's got his eyes on Scotty Nichols there in the second place position. Now Kingy looking to go really, really wide there, and Nichols almost out of shape there on the second bend. So as a comeback round the turns 3 and 4, King goes really, really wide. If he goes any wider, he's going to end up at the bloody Premier Inn up the road. But he's just about got himself into that third place on a 3-all position. And now McDermott back up the inside there. And now King back round the outside. This is a good race, this heat number 9. And Anders is just chilling there out in front. He doesn't get to see all of this. And this is a much improved ride here from Scott Nichols, who trying to go really wide again to get any ground on Anders. He's not quite worked out for him this time as the go rounds turns 3 and 4. Nichols round the outside here, and is he going to do him? It's not quite.
But
it's not good enough.
That was a move that was made by Scotty Nichols. He clamped Mitch McDermott down and led Danny around the outside. He looked quicker there, but the state of this track cannot be overestimated. It's awful.
It's like watching racing on the M25.
It's so dusty, it's a mess, it's crap. Anders Rowe wins heat number 9 in red with Scott Nichols second and the tactical substitute Danny King in yellow in third. Mitch McDermott at the back. 3-all steadies the ship, but they would have wanted more out of that. But the dust and the state of this track needs to be, studied. We've watched some good meetings from Oxford in the past, but this is fucking horrendous.
Yeah. It's not. It's not great, this, is it?
The state of it's like they've packed it in expecting rain, and it's not coming. It's bone dry, but the nice weather we've had's been forecast for a few days. So why it's this dry? Gandhi's flip-flop had more moisture in it than this.
Yeah, it's not great, this, is it?
It's a state. It's a mess.
And this, unfortunately, is how British Speedway's going, with very, very slick tracks these days. But I mean, it's like we have a very slick track at Scunthorpe, almost as slick as this. But you know, because when you get there, Rob's still watering after about 12 hours. You're gonna get a decent meeting and not a lot of dust because he's put a shit ton of water on it.
This looks like it ain't had water for about 6 years. It's so dusty. That's not an exaggeration. The dust coming up off of this.
It is awful.
Heat number 10, Gate 1 in blue, Luke Killeen. Gate 2 in yellow, Ben Barker. Gate 3 in red, Sam Masters. Gate 4 in white, Anze Gramek. This is as a pairing that's not worked for Plymouth.
It hasn't. And these two have worked for Oxford.
Yes. What gate was Anders off in that last one, by the way?
3.
3. So it's another one for gate 3. Still nobody's talking to us in the comments. Nobody likes us tonight.
Please talk to us. Please.
Hopefully we'll have a few more people in tomorrow. A nice Thursday night watching Ipswich and Northampton. There's a lot of intrigue around Northampton, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, I'm intrigued to see Northampton, and I hope I get a flyer tomorrow, because their rising star just so happens to be my boss's child. As the tapes rise then here for heat number 10, the Oxford boys have got out there first. They knew what they was doing, and Luke Killeen now looking out for Sam Masters. They've left the two Plymouth boys for dust, although Ben Barker's literally come round the outside of Luke Killeen. Anze Gramek, you could probably understand not having the best of evenings, trying to get his setups and everything right for the Oxford track for when the Gladiators come back in the league. But Ben Barker, he's trying to pick some speed up, but he's just pulling some really weird shapes more than anything. And I tell you what, I wouldn't want to see the wage bill for Oxford after this meeting and after last week, to be fair, as these boys come round and well, we've got one more lap, but they're going to come round and take a big 5-1 in about 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there's a 5-1.
Sam lets Luke Killeen take the win on the line as he pops a wheelie over the line. We're saying Plymouth are bottling it. Oxford are riding well as well. They've adapted better to the conditions than Plymouth. They're outgating Plymouth as well, but that aggregate is now down to 3 points, and Plymouth are going to bottle this. There's no two ways about it.
If you take away Heat 1, Luke Killeen's on a paid maximum.
Yeah, and Sam wheelied over the line to let him have that one, but he had to be in the position to take it, didn't he? And he was.
Yeah.
Heat number 10 was won by the rider in blue, Luke Killeen. Second in red, Sam Masters. Third in yellow, Ben Barker. 41 points to 19 on the night. 73-76 on aggregate.
That it is. But yeah, that one was done from the gate. That.
Yeah, it was. They're gating quicker, aren't they? And with the track how it is, there's nowhere to pass.
No. What are the bloody doing now? Hopefully they're
getting the water truck back out.
Hopefully they're going to flood it.
Needs something.
Yes.
And we generally don't like being negative about tracks. This is awful.
Absolutely not.
And Laura's just having a quick chinwag with Luke Killeen. 3 wins or paid wins, the opening race is Winnie, think I'll save 23 quid on Saturday. It's on BSN, you penis.
So just buy BSN when it's easier. Hello, to quote that Winnie, Gladiators not ready.
Look, I love that Sam Masters has had to take his Leicester fork covers off because it's standing in his pit bay behind his toolbox. He stuck his Leicester fork covers off his second bike and put his Oxford one on.
Got to do what you've got to do.
And tomorrow night's stream, me and Palmer are going to be watching Ipswich Northampton. Alan will be with us covering Leicester versus Sheffield in the Knockout Cup, where Leicester went away and won at Sheffield, so they just need to do the business at home.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Oh, we got a comment! We got a comment on the YouTube stream in the chat.
Who is it?
Leonard Stilgo. Hi lads, glad did not go tonight if the track is bad. Keep up the good work. Had chicken and chips for tea and a beer. That's a tea that you can respect.
That. You know what, right? That is my inspiration for my tea tomorrow. Thank you. I will have chicken chips and a beer for my tea tomorrow.
Yes, right before doing a watch along. Get on.
Yes.
So let's have a discussion about something a little bit more positive from Plymouth. They announced the other day they're going to be doing a documentary that's out later in the year. Glasgow obviously did theirs a few years back in the red with a high production value. Plymouth are doing theirs all in-house, and they launched their app before Leicester and other people did. They're now doing a documentary. Yeah. From a social aspect, Plymouth are really leading the way at the moment.
They are, and it pains me to say this because Scuddy people bloody hate Plymouth, but it's nice to see a club taking full advantage of social media and what social media can do, and they're being rewarded with bigger crowds at home every meeting, and I hate to say it, but fair play to them.
Yeah, they're coming up with initiatives. They obviously launched their app, and they're now doing this documentary, and it will cover the majority of the season from the highlights package, which can be found on, I think it's Plymouth Speedway or Plymouth Gladiators on YouTube. You can check out the teaser. It looks really good.
Yes, it does.
And crucially, it's all in-house. They're not spending stupid money on high-quality production like Glasgow. They trust in the team they've got around them and the production they've got around them, and they're going to do it all in-house, and got to respect them for that.
Massively. And obviously, we know a photographer, Ebony, who's very much involved in that as well. And, and Ebony's only not a young lass, but she's only at like college or uni or something like that, and it's good to see a younger audience getting involved in the sport.
There does seem to be generally decent crowds at Plymouth. Obviously we've never been down there yet, but they seem to draw decent numbers, and it does look a good little setup. Alan's in the comments. Flying visit from me, lads, sitting in the car about to head in to play badminton at 9 o'clock.
Badminton? I thought it was footy, Big Al.
Maybe it's changed, eh? Big Al will be with us tomorrow, probably about now, giving us an update from Leicestershire versus Sheffield.
Yes.
Another thing to carry on.
So I've just been informed by somebody actually at Oxford who's asked me what does the TV say in regards to the winner of Heat 10, because they've given it to Sam Masters, but
it was Killeen. It was a Killeen by a mile. Masters wheelied over, and Killeen was half a bike or more.
He was.
That's how can you have footage available to you as a referee and still get it wrong. There's another one that the refs fucked up.
Yeah. I don't think we're having a 9 out of 10 tonight, are we?
He ain't going to get a 3 out of 10. Gary Allen's never been a very good referee. He's shocking. He likes making bad decisions.
Bit like me with my love life. I mean, what?
Alan says he does both. That's sorted it then, Big Al.
Well, Big Al, I'm expecting to see you on the South Coast 5 weeks tonight, so you can't go playing badminton then. I think it's 5 weeks. I hope it's 5 weeks. It was 35 days ago yesterday, so it must be.
And Oxford are very, very much keeping this alive, but this will also bring Poole back into play. Or put Plymouth out of play, should we say.
Yeah, I think Poole will be laughing at this result.
Oh yeah, for sure. Although they have won at home and at Plymouth as well, by very small margins, but
yeah,
with the gap that Plymouth beat Oxford by, they would have been thinking, just don't get smashed away and we'll take the aggregate. But they're getting. I could see Oxford hitting 55 here.
To be fair,
29 more points. They'll hit 60.
they could get 66. And I'll be honest, that wouldn't surprise me.
Al says I'll be there with my D&D media hat on. What, playing badminton?
I won't be.
Where are we talking about? Is this Poole?
Yeah, I won't be in my D&D media hat because it's going to be warm, so I'll be wearing a cap.
Unless it's pissing it down, which we usually get a few days like that in what is considered the start of summer.
Well, there is that. If it pisses it down, I'm sure me and Lily and friends will have a little bit down on the beach instead.
And then up to Redcar on the Thursday, and we'll have a good couple of days Thursday and Friday, where hopefully we'll see some speedway. But there's a bloody lot to do in Middlesbrough if we don't.
Yes, and that's just in the one place.
Yes, but yeah, hopefully we'll get the Thursday watch BSN because they're at Leicester, I think.
Yeah, Leicester Sheffield.
And then on the Friday, go and watch some speedway, which is also on BSN. But we'll go to the track and have a watch.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise we're travelling all the way to Middlesbrough to watch the telly.
Well, what like that time we travelled to Sheffield to watch the telly.
Yeah, in fairness, that meeting was called off days before, but because we'd already booked up, we travelled. And to be fair, with the amount of stuff there is to do in Middlesbrough, we'll probably end up doing the same again. Even if the meeting were to be called off, we'll travel and make the most of Middlesbrough.
And nobody in the history of existence has ever said we'll make the most of Middlesbrough. Most people, a bit like Scunny, can't wait to get out.
Just that one place, the entertainment centre thing, we'll go and have some fun in there.
Level X have got one in Glasgow as well, actually, so I'm sure Big Al will be able to tell us all about it.
Nick Morris looks relaxed, and he's getting back to near his best now, and he's scoring consistently, and he's riding well. They are putting a bit of water on the inside. Good, he needs it.
They're not. That Bowser wasn't on.
Why go around it? I don't understand. I know it treacles a little bit, but why put it on the outside where no one's going to ride and have the inside bone dry bar and a couple of little treacles that have drooped down? I don't get it.
I know, let's have the outside like an ice pick and the inside like the M25.
Yes.
No in between, get on.
I bet Reed had less dust when he was on the beach the other week on his bike.
Probably.
And they are taking the bowser back in. The outside's been now watered, but the inside's still as dry as it can get. Anders still doesn't know how to put a beanie on.
Jesus.
And Anders has been named as first reserve for the Grand Prix at Manchester.
Yes.
And Dan Thompson is second reserve.
That would be correct.
Darryl Richings is doing well. What's he on? 3 paid 5 from 2 rides.
He is. He's not doing bad, to be fair. His old Dazza Ritchie.
And this is a reserve pairing that Plymouth have got. Well, certainly Klima, who's up until tonight. He's not had a bad meeting by any means, but he's not had as good a meeting as he had against Oxford at home. This is certainly a rider that you would have expected to have beat both the Oxford boys on paper.
Yeah, and I mean, 4 points between the two Plymouth reserves against 10 paid 12.
Danny and Nick just having a little chinwag. People get mardy with this, don't they? People get really annoyed that Speedway riders are actually friends and talk during a meeting, but yeah, they just had a hug and a little chinwag, and it's like you're just catching up with pals.
How dare opposition people be friends?
It's disgusting, ain't it? Petition, get Barker on the case, he'll sort it.
What, like he sorted his insurance out? I mean, what?
And Danny King is back out here. Will have been annoyed to have not made the start off gate 4 when he was the tactical earlier on. Nick Morris is going really well at the moment, dropped just the 1 point to an opponent, and Darryl's on 3 paid 5 of a possible 6, so also only dropped 1 point to an opponent.
Yeah.
Danny King's on 6 paid 7 from 3 outings, including the tactical, and Joe Thompson's on 2. Not having a particularly good meeting, and we thought he may have after that first one, because he looked generally quite quick.
Yeah, 100%.
There it is. I don't know if we've heard that tonight, but it's there now.
I don't.
Heat number 11. Danny King goes off gate 1 in white, Nick Morris gate 2 in red, Joe Thompson gate 3 in yellow, Darryl Richings gate 4 in blue. Let's see how the track has altered after the track raid. This is usually the point where the line moves back to the inside, ain't it?
Normally is. Now, I'm not trying to speculate anything here.
Oh God.
The inside didn't get watered. Who's off the inside? I'm just saying.
Yeah. Generally though, I remember at Birmingham a lot, they never watered the inside, it was just around by the air fences. Don't know. We'll see what happens. Gate 2, where Nick Morris is the only one that's not had a heat winner yet.
Oh.
I'm rather surprised that Andre Gramek is retaining his spot in his last ride. He looked quick in his first one, but since that fall he's not looked particularly quick. He's not gating, and on a track like this, gating is really important.
I think, to be fair, Plymouth have flown him over to ride in this. They may as well give him a little bit of track time, haven't they?
Yeah.
The meeting's lost now, innit?
Yeah.
So the start master walks away for heat number 11, and the tapes fly up away.
What a
start there from Danny King. And now it's a big battle between Joe Thompson and Nick Morris. Nick Morris just about got that second position, but Joe Thompson's hot on the heels of Nick Morris with Darryl Richings at the back.
Joe's done him!
Joe goes wide, and Joe Thompson's got himself into that second position, and it's the Gladiators on a 5-1, as Winnie would say, Gladiators ready again, as they're about to enter lap number 3, I believe it is. I thought there was a little bit of grass tracking from Danny King, but I think he might have just got away with that one as we enter the final lap. And then this is something for the Plymouth fans to cheer about, although Morris looking to come up the inside there of Joe Thompson, not quite worked out. Morris trying the inside run again as Joe runs really wide, but that is the I
Still
was going to say that was the best. This is the 5th lap of this race, I'm sure.
I swear this is 5, yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely the 5th lap. But yeah, Danny King's won this one. If the checkered flag's gone out this time.
Gladiators are ready!
Yes! We've been waiting for it!
They've done 5 laps there.
They definitely did 5.
The start marshal had the last lap flag out twice.
And good move by Joe Thompson. Danny King was away and gone off 4, but as we suspected, Nick Morris struggled off the gate that hadn't put up a winner, and Joe Thompson comes through, and what a ride that is for for Plymouth there. Danny King takes the flag in white. Joe Thompson second. Nick Morris third. That's 1 point to Oxford. 5 to Plymouth. Winchester's just messaged 11 heats too late. Just enjoy the fact you've got one man.
Yeah, just enjoy you've got it, or we'll play your soundbite again.
Good move from Joe. Ran in just a touch wider. The line still seems to be out wider a little bit, and then he cuts straight into the inside and covers it off nicely. But a good ride there, and gives Plymouth just a glimmer of hope.
It does. I mean, the meeting's lost, but definitely for the aggregate, it keeps that dream alive a little bit until like 5 minutes till this race is done.
Yeah, it opens the gap back up on aggregate to 7 points. It's just about maintaining that now. Just don't get a couple of 5-1s against you. Klima retains his spot in this one to partner on Zagramek with Dale Wood out here, who's got 2 wins out of 3 heats. And I think Anders Rowe is his partner in it.
Yeah, Anders is in this one off gate 2.
So who's also got 2 wins out of 3. Dale Wood and Anders Rowe's scores are identical, 3-1-3.
Yes.
And they're off. Although Anders is off the tough gate this time, can he make it? Gate 1 in yellow, Daniel Klima. Gate 2 in red, Anders Rowe. Gate 3 in white, Anze Gramek. Gate 4 in blue, Dale Wood. Dale Wood's more than capable of popping out and winning this one.
He is. And it's weird to think that 7 or 8 months ago, we wasn't saying that.
4 months ago we weren't, when we saw him in the Aussie Championship and he was crap.
He wasn't very good then either, was he?
But he's proving us wrong here. Now, he obviously got to perform like this away as well, and they may take a couple of Tonkins on the road as a reserve pairing, but, you know, you win your home meetings and, you know, give your home fans something to cheer about first, and he's more than playing his part in the points for those.
Don't you go giving Rob Godfrey's plans out on some Shale. Well, you can. I'm not bothered.
Klima's been going skywards off the start. He needs to sort that out this time if he's going to make any impact.
100%. He's gone skywards again in this one. But it is Anders Rowe that's got the lead of the 2 Plymouth boys in second and third, although Dale Woods just got round Anze Gramek, so it's clearly a 4-2 advantage to the Oxford Cheetahs as it stands, with Wood now looking to try and come round Daniel Klima, but it's not quite worked out for him this time, and if anything, Klima's now got Anders Rowe setting his sights, although the line is more towards the outside really if you're going to gain any form of speed, but Anders is just holding the right line there, and just any challenge from Klima is just blocking, to be honest. And Dale Woods, he looks settled there, doesn't he, in third, and it's certainly a tough UK debut for Anze Gramek, but as they come round for what I believe should be the last lap, as it's going to be a 4-2 to the Oxford Cheetahs, and that's definitely going to seal the win on the afternoon. And Anders takes another win. And
the first heat winner off gate number 2. The thing that was good from Klima, but then was he was riding the Dale Wood line. Dale Wood started picking up the grip off the inside, so Klima put it there. Dale Wood couldn't use the area where he uses to pick up speed.
100%.
But Oxford just shaved the gap down to 5 points. Good ride for Anders Rowe. 3 wins out of 4 starts.
Not a bad night.
Hit number 12 was won by the rider in red, Anders Rowe. Second in yellow, Daniel Klima. And third in blue, Dale Wood. 4-2 to Oxford. 46-26 the score on the night. And 78-83 I think is the 5 points. Yeah. Gramek was there early on, just got himself stuck in that place we like.
Big up Butlins.
No man's land.
Oh there, sorry, I get the two mixed up. We like them both.
Yeah, Klima was smart there. He was riding the Dale Wood line as it's been made at home meetings. Dale Wood loves that inside run, and Klima just did a Dale Wood to Dale Wood.
Yes.
Big E13 here. Scott Nichols looked better last time out, although still not the Scott Nichols we know. 2 points from a possible 9. You just don't see that from Scott, do you?
No.
And he's off gate 4, which has been quite fruitful. Danny King finds himself on the one that's not been fruitful, although it just worked for Anders.
It did.
Lineup of heat number 13, gate 1 in red, Sam Masters, gate 2 in white, Danny King, gate 3 in blue, Nick Morris, gate 4 in yellow is Scott Nichols. 3 former Wolves riders here, Sam, Nick and Scotter.
And the 2016 British champion, just for good measure.
Yes. Danny did okay at Cardiff as well, didn't he?
He got a heat win.
Yeah.
I remember that much. But the best bit about that meet was the meeting winner.
Was that the one that Limbach won?
Yes.
I remember being
I
there
was
for
absolutely ecstatic that day.
that. Were you absolutely pissed out your tree as well?
I'd only just turned 18 at the time as well. It was mint.
Sam's not happy about something. Danny looks like he's warming his tyre and there's smoke coming off it.
Oh, Danny Bowes, is that you?
If the referee has seen that, Danny King will be excluded. Sam was pointing it out to the ref.
So the tape's slow then for heat number 13, and Danny King's made the start there as well, and he's got himself out in front. And the 2 Oxford boys there in second and third with Scott Nichols uncharacteristically at the back at the stands. Where the bloody hell Scotty going? He was going to go round and buff, but Nick Morris said, "You're not coming round us, pal." And so yeah, Scotty's really trying the outside run, but Danny King is flying out in front, and if he's been warming his tyre, he could be in some trouble here. But
Scotty's
Scott
done,
Nichols
Nick.
just about to get round Nick Morris there, and he's now got Sam Masters in his sights. What can Scotty Nichols do? Can he salvage a 5-1 from this? He's getting closer to Sam Masters. Masters to the inside, Scotty to the outside, and Scotty's about to do Sam. What a ride there. Get that soundbite ready. It looks like it could be a 5-1 here to the to the Gladiators, as if this keeps going, and Scott going right round the outside once again. And it's a 5-1 to the Gladiators.
I am putting nothing in there because I don't know whether that smoke was coming out of Danny King's exhaust or whether that was coming from his tyre. But if that was his tyre, the Oxford team manager will be on the phone to the ref, and so will Sam Masters, because you're not allowed to do that. So I ain't going to put nothing in yet, just in case, because there may be a little bit of a review going on there. Sam was pointing out you could see the smoke, albeit only a little bit, but it did look like he was warming his tyre.
Yeah, it did 100%.
The result has come in as a 5-1 to Plymouth, with Danny King the winner, Scott Nichols second, Sam Masters third. But we'll wait and see if any of the Oxford team or manager in particular is on the phone there, because there could be a little bit of an inquest here. And he gained an advantage from warming his tyre.
Yeah, 100%. It's exactly the same as Fraser Bowser at Scuddy the other week. He warmed his tyre up.
Am I right in thinking Gary Allen was the ref that night, or was it Griffin?
I'll tell you what. Programme somewhere around here. I'll have a look for you.
It may have been Gary Allen. I've got Griffin in my mind. Oh, it might have been Dave Waters, actually. That sounds a bit more familiar.
It was Dave Waters.
It was Waters. Familiar, yeah. But this could be looked at if it is proven he was warming his tyre, and he clearly gained an advantage off it. So I'll be interested to see if heat 14 comes out, or whether there is a delay whilst this is looked at.
Yes. Barker's out. McDermott's out.
They are all out, so... It's an interesting one. Danny King was off gate 2. That's back-to-back heat wins off gate number 2. The result's not gone in yet on on updates though.
Who knows?
So we're on to number 14, gate 1 in white is Ben Barker, gate 2 in blue Darryl Richings, gate 3 in yellow Tom Spencer, gate 4 in red is Mitch McDermott. Looks like the result's been allowed to stand, and obviously the ref has deemed that Danny wasn't warming his tyre sufficiently enough. If he was indeed warming his tyre, could have just been out the exhaust, we don't know.
I mean, it might have just been the pyrotechnics for all we know, because Oxford have pyrotechnics.
They do, yeah. But the meeting's cracking on, so big 5-1 for Plymouth. That opens the gap up to 9 points again now.
That it is. So heat number 14, the tapes rise away we go. Tom Spencer's made a gate, and he's in third at the minute, but he's not going to be because Mitch McDermott's just going to blast right round the outside. Just like that. How the bloody hell he's held on to that, I do not know. Ben Barker's just about got the lead, although Mitch McDermott's looking to go right around the outside. It's like a knife going through what, but and it's a 4-2 to the to Oxford as it stands at the minute, although Darryl Richings is quite quickly closing in on Ben Barker as it stands. And I hate to say this because Tom Spencer is a really, really nice guy, but Tom Spencer is so out of his depth in the championship, it's quite unreal as they enter turns 3 and 4 for what I believe is the penultimate time. And there's a little bit of grass track in there from Darryl. I think his back wheel just saved on the speedway track there. But Mitch McDermott's checked out away and gone like he did a fair few races ago. And it's going to be a 4-2 to the Oxford Cheetahs.
Good ride from Mitch. That ran wide in the first corner, but screwed it on around the outside. Barker gated well, but just got swallowed up. And yeah, Tom Spencer was never really in. It was a tough race, don't get me wrong, but he was tailed off, to be honest.
Yeah, Tom Spencer's out of his depth in this league.
The result has now gone on for 13 on updates, so it's not going to be looked at. The next heat's gone now, you can't go back anyway, but yeah, it's an interesting one. Sam was certainly pointing something out to the ref. Heat 14 was won by the rider in red, Mitch McDermott, second in white, Ben Barker, third in blue, Darryl Richings. 4-2 to Oxford, 51-33. Plymouth have hit that 90-point mark. Even a 5-0 would only put Oxford on 88 points on aggregate now, so Plymouth have taken the aggregate point.
And that was quite concerning at some point, wasn't it, for Plymouth especially?
Oh, very held that.
Oh, it was close, like, wasn't it?
Just a touch. We await the lineups for 15 now. Do you want to nominate a rider of the night, and I'll nominate a rider of the night?
I fear we may end up going for the same rider.
You go first.
Dale Wood.
Fair enough. I am going to go for... I'm going to go for Luke Killeen. I know he's desperate at points and he nearly killed Klima in one of them, but he's bounced back well from a last place and gone unbeaten. I know Sam Masters has let him have the 2 heat wins he took, but he was still in the position to take those heat wins.
Yeah, 100%. Danny King's going in white.
If you are in the comments, vote either Luke Killeen or Dale Wood. It's one of those rare occasions where we both nominate a rider from the same team. I could have maybe made an argument for Klima. I think he's been on the pace more than 5 points would suggest, but I think I don't think that just because there are 2 teams in it we should have to nominate one from each. You know, I think the Oxford boys have been head and shoulders above.
To be fair, I was torn between going for Dale Wood and Mitch McDermott. The only thing that tore me towards Dale is he hasn't had a last place.
And Mitch had one, yeah. We'll give the referee a rating as well now. What are your thoughts?
Absolute bullshit, 2 out of 10.
And I've gave him 4, so we split the difference and go 3.
I think that's fair.
I just don't think he's been very good, and I've said that a lot.
Gary Allen, do better.
I've said that a lot about Gary Allen. He's not a very competent referee.
No.
Could Luke Killeen be going in this? He's putting his gloves on. I think Luke Killeen might be going. Luke and Sam. And I've got to say, if he does, after the heat, the paid max from the remaining 3 rides after a tough heat 1, he's in blue. He deserves this.
He's earned that.
He has earned this. And we do, he can be desperate, he can be out of control and stuff, but he's earned his E15 nomination tonight.
That he has. Sam Masters wasn't getting an helmet ready.
Scotty Nichols is in yellow, so it's Danny King and Scott Nichols going for Plymouth. And Scotty's bounced back well, looked miles off it in the first 2. He looked a little bit better in his third one, but he was rapid in that one, and that was the Scott Nichols we know that can fly around this circuit.
Yeah, massively. Mahoosively. Well, long drive back to Ipswich tonight for Scotty. Up at 6 in the morning to pretend to cut some grass, and then down to Ipswich where we'll be watching along to Ipswich versus the Northampton Foxes.
Why is this podium out?
While we've got a moment, I'll give a little shout out to our friends at 15 Eats Later. So if you are into your Speedway podcasts and you want to get to listen to a lesser known podcast, it is Pool Pirates based, but it is a very good podcast, a very good listen to. Leah, Beth, both good friends of ours, and they always give us a plug, so if you get the chance to go and give them a listen, thanks very much, pals.
And just a reminder of what we've got coming up tomorrow night. We watch along to Ipswich and Northampton in the Knockout Cup. Ipswich coming off the back of a defeat at Bellevue, Northampton off the back of a defeat at Kings Lynn, but did give themselves a lot of credit and took a lot of credit from that meeting to only lose by 10 on debut. We don't know what the teams are yet, but I'd imagine Northampton are still without Niels Christian Everson.
Edinburgh. Ipswich did put the team lineups out and they put Everson or Ryder replacement.
Okay. So that's tomorrow night. We'll probably be live from about 7:20, maybe a touch later, because Ipswich don't go on to parade until 7:30 and tapes up at 7:45 there, so maybe a touch later. We're halfway through our watch along schedule for the week.
Yes, we are.
Danny Spannerman looked a bit like Sedgley then, and then I realised it's not. Leonard has voted for Dale Wood, so that's 1 vote for Dale. To be fair, I think either of these will deserve it, and if it comes to the point of us, giving it, then I think Luke and his E15 performance may have something to say about that.
I think Luke should probably get it if it's joint, because Dale won it last week.
He did, yeah. Lineup 315, Sam Masters goes off gate 1 in red, Danny King gate 2 in white, Luke Killeen gate 3 in blue, Scott Nichols gate 4 in yellow. It's been the track's not been great. There has been some passing. It's woke up since the interval.
The track's been bloody bullshit, mate.
Yeah, it's not been great, but there has been a bit of racing after the interval. Scotty on that outside line. It's woke up a little bit. There was a good race early on.
I've seen bomb sites in better conditions than this track.
Have you set off the bombs at them through scaffold pipes?
Now, I'm not going to confirm nor deny these allegations, however, they would be negative. However, Putin has been informed
God.
by a pigeon mail.
Pigeon mail. So yeah, if you've watched us tonight and enjoyed what we do, join us tomorrow for Ipswich Northampton. Hopefully a few more will be in the comments, and we'll have a good meeting. And
then join us on Sunday when we're back watching this track in the National League. Tapes rise then 4:15. Masters has made an absolutely beautiful start there, and the two Plymouth boys in second and third. As it stands, Luke Killeen just lifting, going down the back straight. So Sam Masters currently has the lead. Scotty Nichols going that far wide. He's going to end up in Swindon at this point. Go have a ride around the Abbey, Scott, while you're there. And the two battles in one now. It's Sam Masters versus Scotty Nichols at front. Danny King versus Luke Killeen at the back, and it's got the Scotty winning the battle at the front, and Danny King's riding very tentatively to keep Luke Killeen behind him as they enter the third lap, I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
And it's going to be a free. It's going to be a free all as it stands at the minute. Although Killeen's not a million miles off Danny King now. Killeen goes wide. Is he saved it? Yes,
he's going to do him. He's done him.
He's done him. And Danny King even looked to see where Killeen was, and he just couldn't get who the point to block him. And it's going to be a 4-2 to Oxford to finish things off. And as the come round turns 3 and 4 at final time, it's going to be a win for Sam Masters, and it's going to be a 4-2 to the Cheetahs.
Good ride from Luke Killeen. That he made a mess of the second turn. Sam Masters was away and gone. Scotty put him under some pressure, but Sam kept it screwed on and held on. Danny King was just riding really tentative. He was in no man's land, and Luke Killeen just went high, wide and handsome and came straight round him. I called it 55, although I didn't call this on the predictions. I don't know what I got. I don't think any of us got this scoreline prediction correctly. Oxford won the meeting with Sam Masters winning heat 15 from Scott Nichols and Luke Killeen, 55-35 on the night, 87-92, 87-92 on aggregate. Well done, lads. Catch you next time from Leonard. There was only one vote, so yes, tomorrow. There was only one vote on Rider of the Night, so I'll allow you to award it because there's no definitive winner.
Well, if there's only one and it was for Dalewood, I think it's only right it goes to Dalewood, doesn't it?
I disagree. We're probably going to have to award a double Rider of the Night tonight. Dalewood won it last week and he was outstanding, but Luke Killeen, for me especially, beating the number one of the opposition in 15 from behind.
Yeah. I was just trying to avoid giving Luke Killeen credit because I don't like him.
Yeah. Dalewood has done well, don't get me wrong, and he's way outperformed his average. Should we give a joint one? They both deserve it.
Let's give a joint one.
It's our show, we can do what we want.
Like play something like this when it comes on.
Gladiators are ready!
Yes.
So, final scores, and this is down for what I had, not for what the knobheads at Oxford had, because they got a result wrong in one of the heats. But for Oxford, Sam Masters 10 and 2, Luke Killeen 9 in the bonus, Anders Rowe 10, Mitch McDermott 8 and 1, Nick Morris 6, Darryl Richards 4 and 2, Dalewood 8. For Plymouth, Danny King 12, Joe Thompson 4, and Zig Remek failed to score, Ben Barker 7, Scott Nichols 6 in the bonus, Daniel Kleemer 5, Tom Spencer 1.
Do you want to wrap us up for the evening? Halfway there, Mush. I hope this track's better on Sunday.
So that was Oxford versus Plymouth. If you can join us tomorrow, we'd be very appreciative of your company as we watch Ipswich versus Northampton. And if you can't join us tomorrow, join us on Sunday where we're watching Oxford versus Middlesbrough in the National Development League. Have a splendid rest of your Wednesday. Have a lovely Thursday. Have a great lunch. Have a great tea tomorrow and join us